How's it going, guys? Welcome to this episode of my Godzilla series review, and in this episode I'll be reviewing King Kong vs. Godzilla. King Kong vs. Godzilla is the third film in the Godzilla franchise if you don't count Godzilla King of the Monsters, and it came out in 1962, which is a couple years after the other two films. And the movie is exactly what the title says. It's King Kong vs. Godzilla, and that's pretty much the whole movie. Now, there's actually a lot more to it. Like, they go to Skull Island, to see King Kong, and then King Kong ends up seeing Godzilla, and they end up fighting, and it's really cool. The hell is that? Oh my god, this movie is so ridiculously cheesy. It's really fun to watch. I will definitely give it that. It's definitely one of the most cheesiest Godzilla films out there, I would say. It's very strange, the stuff they do in this movie. Like, they fight a giant squid. It's literally just like a giant squid. It's a squid. They film the squid, and then, they have like a green screen or a blue screen or whatever. Like, you could see the green screen, like, up on their heads, and, like, it's just so ridiculous, and, they use, like, all these props and stuff, and the giant squid is just, like, I don't know, man. I don't know about this one. No, I'm kidding. This movie was very fun. I really had a good time watching this film because it's so dang silly. Like, it's cheesy. There really is no other word to describe it because that's what it is. But despite all the cheesiness and, goofiness of the film, the part where Godzilla fights King Kong is actually pretty cool. I really like those parts. I think he fights him, like, maybe 3 times. This movie's actually a lot more fast-paced than the last two, thankfully, because the last two are kind of boring, but this one's actually kind of focuses more on, like, the monster battles and when Godzilla fights King Kong, and of course it's the most cheesiest crap you've ever seen. It's just two guys in, like, monster suits fighting each other, just, like, wrestling, and they're throwing, like, fake prop rocks at each other, the classic stuff, the traditional monster movie stuff. After you watch this film, you can definitely see that the Godzilla franchise is taking a new turn as to, like, they're making it more, kind of, like, more suitable for children to watch, more goofy, more, not taking themselves as seriously as the first two. The first two were really good because, they actually took themselves seriously, and they were actually pretty scary, but they just definitely made this one a lot more fun to watch. Also, there's been, like, a lot of myths going around since the movie's release. There's been a big dispute on who wins in King Kong vs. Godzilla. Is it King Kong or is it Godzilla? But for years now, people have been arguing, like, who wins? Is it King Kong or Godzilla? Because the ending doesn't really make it clear. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but, just watch it for yourself and you take a guess. But other than that, King Kong vs. Godzilla is it's a lot of fun, it's a lot of fun to watch. It's really cheesy, very goofy, like I said, like 1,000 times already, but, there's nothing really else much to say about it or describe it because that's what it is. And, overall, I'm probably going to give King Kong vs. Godzilla 4 Godzillas out of 5 because I had a lot more fun watching this one than the last one. The last one was kind of boring, but this one's kind of boring too, but, it's a little bit more on the goofy side. It's a little bit more entertaining, and it doesn't take itself as seriously, and I kind of laughed throughout the whole thing, so that's probably why I liked it a lot more, but, So yeah, King Kong vs. Godzilla, it's pretty fun, give it a watch, definitely. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this review. Stay tuned for my next review, where I will be reviewing Mothra vs. Godzilla, and I will see you guys later.